We live. Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing it. And so, look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit, and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
You imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. Yes, we still them boys. To my right, we got Commander's #1 fan and Cowboy hater with a cigar in his mouth, Chuck Little John. And underneath us both, we got none other than our dog, Decatur's funkiest Corey Davis. What's up, my dogs?
What's happening on this wonderful hump day? Beautiful day.
Beautiful day, man. It's all downhill from here, like we always say. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Everybody out there on Twitter, everybody on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Facebook pages. Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. Make sure you tell a friend and bring a friend to the channel. We do this every Wednesday at 8 o'clock and every Sunday at 8 o'clock now. So we thank y'all, man. Before we jump into it, though, we do have to give our sponsor a big shout out. Let's go ahead and do that right now before we get into this. I think the OG got a lot to say today. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one the crew and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you.
And you.
All right, man. And you. Hey, everybody out there, man, we appreciate it. James, what's going on? My dog, Kamarie White, what's up, Brody? Hey, make sure y'all check the His and Hers podcast out, or actually Kamarie, whichever one they going with, man. Make sure y'all check them out on all your podcast networks, man, as well as Crystal and Alicia. That's right, podcast.
Did Kamarie, did they change the name? Did you say they changed the name?
They're in the process of changing the name. They haven't made the change yet, but they're in the process, man.
Okay.
It will be happening soon, man. It will be happening soon.
That was up.
Right. Well, let's go ahead, man. Let's jump right into it, baby. Let's jump right into it, man. I know we got some hot topics, especially from Sunday night's game between the Cowboys and the 49ers. The 49ers sending my boys home in the divisional round, 12-19, a defeat to the 49ers. So I know my guy has some stuff he want to say, man. OG, it's on you, baby. Hey, I already got it right here, man. I'm on the couch. And right here, I got us on the couch, man. All three of us on the couch. So I'm here.
Hey, no, we got to let everybody else go first. I thought we were going to talk about the Ed Reed saga and all that first. Huh? Oh, no. We're going to say this. I want to give everybody the opportunity to tune in.
My man said you want to savor the flavor.
Yeah, and I'm going to let you and Corey go first. I won't go loud. Let y'all go first, man.
Let me go. Hey, listen. Okay. So what we going? So what we gonna do first? What we going first?
Let's talk about Ed Reed. Let's talk about Ed Reed.
All right. Well, let's do this then. All right. I got a couple things, man, that I want to, since we want to talk about the Ed Reed thing, and I don't know if you all are familiar with what's going on with the Ed Reed Bethune Cookman situation, but Ed Reed was hired early December to
No,
be
he
head
was.
coach,
Yeah, I guess he was. You're right. You're right.
to be the head coach of Bethune Cookman, head football coach of Bethune Cookman. Um, During that time, he's started recruiting and trying to get people to come to Bethune Cookman. Um, the president, the
Interim president.
interim president, and athletic director decided that they wanted another direction. I'm gonna have a couple of clips that I will play, just so people who do not know what's going on can get a idea of what's going on. Let's see. Let's start.
Has essentially.
Let's go here.
Why did you make that decision not to move forward? Why did you make that decision not to move forward with Ed Reed?
So we, as you know, about Sunday, a week ago, well, let me back up. Actually, starting in December, we were working on a contract for naming Ed Reed as the head coach. I interviewed Ed, and I had three important things that I asked him to ensure that he was willing to do as part of becoming part of the Wildcat family. One was I needed him to really understand that we were a Christian institution, that behavior and character were clearly our priorities. And I asked him if that was okay with him. Could he abide by that? Could he, position himself as a role model for our student athletes as well as for the university itself? He indicated he would. Second question I asked is, well, great. I'm glad you're willing to do that. I need to know if you're also willing to build the kind of program that will allow you, because you've not been a coach before. This is an opportunity for you to be a head coach your first time. The university is giving you an opportunity to do that. And therefore, we want to surround you with the kind of people that can draw up the X and O's and help you become a stronger coach. He said, I get that. And I'm willing to do that. The third thing is I said, this is not University of Miami and it's not the NFL. We just came through 2 hurricanes.
Okay. That's the president or the interim president.
Yeah.
Speaking for his conversations with Ed Reed before giving him the job. Here's Ed Reed's, and this is it's just a clip. This is some of what Ed Reed had to say about the interim president. Sorry. All right.
When coaches get fired rather than firing head coaches, I've been around this a good bit, man. I'm a businessman, and he's probably just a scapegoat to things, man. And I just woke up to this, man. I honestly, just the first time that I was able to relax. I've been in Daytona for 3 straight weeks recruiting kids. I have 3 kids: Dominique Ponder, Jeremy Greaves, and Jordan Johnson, who they in school, man. They already in school because they believed in me. Their parents believed in me, man. There's 30 kids that was here on Friday I was with when I got the phone call that they did not want me here. You understand? And I still gave $2,400 out of my own pocket for these young men to go host these kids. And I didn't tell the parents until Saturday morning when Reggie Theus sent the letter to my assistant, who was not hired at the time because none of my people were hired, and saying that tell Ed to withdraw his name. He wanted me to say this. I have the email. You want me to say that I'm withdrawing my name so you can save.
Okay. So he said he want him to withdraw his name so he can save face. Crystal says, "Hey baby, how you doing, boo?" She said, "What was the third thing? Do y'all remember what the third thing was?"
What? The third thing from the president, interim president?
Yeah, that he wanted from I got it on here. I had to cut it because it was too long.
What is it? First thing he said, know that this is a Christian institution. Second, because because you've never been a head coach before, we're gonna put people around you, and I guess be understanding that we were going through something with the 2 hurricanes that came through. Right. And what was the second one?
The third one was that their facilities aren't up to par because they just a hurricane. Yeah. So that they are bullshit. They want to be part of the process of rebuilding the university after the storm. They have $100 million that they have to allocate to Bethune Cookman, and they want him to be a part of that process of allocating those funds. So I'll let OG. I know you're deep rooted in HBCUs, man. So I'm gonna let you kick it off and give us your thoughts on this whole situation, man.
I don't know. It's I guess it's sad to the point where I guess you hire a guy, and then I know there's some back and forth as far as some of the filming and some of the things that I guess that Harry supposedly did. Some of the things he said he didn't. He said that people were just filming him as he was doing some of the things around campus. So I don't know if that's true or not. But irregardless, it's some things that's come out, and everybody wants receipts. I know they said about players sharing helmets, and then they showed some of the facilities there, and I don't know, just some of the pictures they were showing didn't seem like they may have been something from a hurricane, may have been pre-existing and going on for a long time. Mm-hmm. Another thing I heard, I think Roland say, was that some of the alumni are suing the board of directors because they think that the board of directors is not taking the school in the right direction. Mm-hmm. So I know that the president was saying that the alumni is not contributing, and that may be one of the reasons that the alumni is not contributing. Mm-hmm. They don't trust the board of directors. So if I'm giving my money and the school is going in the wrong direction, why give my money? Mm-hmm. The other thing I think they said was that they came very close to losing their accreditation. Mm-hmm. I think the president said that they had accreditation now, but it's a lot of things going on. And my thing is, I guess, to send an email, for Rachel Theus to send an email to somebody that's technically not even on his staff yet, to ask him to withdraw his name, mm-hmm. That's kind of low, man. Yeah. I mean, you want me to withdraw my name so to save face for the university instead of me coming out and saying what's really going on. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I just think it's a totally sad situation. I think they're missing out on the potential great head coach that could probably do things. And we talked about this before when we first heard that he was being hired. Mm-hmm. Dion has laid the blueprint, and I think that Ed Reeves will come in and take that blueprint and run with it. Mm-hmm. Yep. To the fact that you can see how touched he was when he made the statement that he's already recruited some kids, and some of those kids are already in school,
and they can't get out of that, right?
And they can't get out of that. And I think another thing, I think they had a petition going for some of the students at the school to actually bring him back. Mm-hmm. So wow. I mean, it's a bad situation down there, Bethune Cookman right now, and the thing is how easy is it going to be for them to bring in another coach now based on the way they did Ed Reed? Mm-hmm. Who wants to step into that? Right.
Seeing the mess that's already there, right? That's tough to jump into. Knisha says, "I genuinely hate that it is playing out in the public eye. It may be necessary though for accountability, but she hates to see it." Yeah. Crystal asks, she has a question. So what happened? Did he do something? So later on in that interview with the interim president, he does mention that he was, cursing, and some I guess he actually came out with a video. I guess he was cussing in the video, and then also music that was not Christian music was being played as well. So those were some of the things that the interim president were saying made them say, okay, you know what? We're not going to deal with them anymore. But Ed Reed has also come out and he did post a video about how dirty the facilities, the campus, while he was out there cleaning up the campus himself, and people were videotaping him. Is what he's saying. People were videotaping him while he was cleaning it up, and they didn't like that it was being put out there like that. So, yeah. Kristen says she gets it. Christians don't cuss. All right, Corey.
Man, I mean, when I was up, I just got off, and I remember I was watching the spots of it from CNN, right? That's how far it gotten, where it made CNN. Then I decided, as we all do, start looking from either TikTok or whatever social media platforms that they have out there, bloggers, groups, what have you. His first mistake that they claim his first mistake was he put their dirty laundry out to social media, and they didn't appreciate that. That was the first thing. But let me tell you, like he said before, it's not that he was using his status to say that I'm better than anybody else. But if you vet somebody, if you hire somebody, if you bring somebody to your institution of higher learning, and this is supposed to be their facilities, whatever you're promising them, whatever even like he said, though that situation didn't happen in that interview that the president was stating, he said parts of it was, but you don't come at a Hall of Famer, one of the greatest to ever do it, safeties in the league. You don't vet them first and then tell them what you expect. Now, I mean, you can tell them, this is where I want to go, but in terms of, there's no way that he said in that interview, like Ed was saying, this is what I expect. This is what, XYZ, you yet to be a head coach, and we're going to put the people around you to make you better. No, the hell. Come on, man. Right. No, there's no way that you talk to me like that. Mm-hmm. Like whenever you came at me, whenever I said that I was interested in this job, he said, like he said before, he said, I was making 6 figures at Miami. He said, I've been there over 10 years, been there 10 seasons. So to say that there's a difference between a head coach, yes, we understand this. But at the same time, to tell me that I don't understand how to coach and we're going to put people around you, said the people that was going to come were going to come because of me, not because of you, not because of Bethune Cookman, but because of me and what I want to do for the kids. I have the blueprint from one of the greatest sources to ever do it in this future, which is Deion Sanders. I'm going to help you do this. But at the same time, I'm upset because you didn't do what I asked you to do. Or, when I came here, what he was putting out there, when I listened to this and I was, just reading a few things, you put this out there so that people can help you. Said when Deion Sanders got there, that practice facility field looked just like this one, if not worse. So he reached out to Walmart. I need some help. You have to put it out there. You have to show your emotion to show that this is what I want to do for the kids. Then 2, the president says that he's walking out there. He gets the pulse of the children. Forget the athletic department. Did you see how many kids were walking through that campus about their college dorms, about the food facilities, about how they were sick, about this girl had some dolls on her bed or whatever, and it had mildew and mold on it. Then he gonna come back and say that's not mold, that's mildew, or that ain't mildew, that's mold. What the fuck? I'm sorry. What's the difference? It gets you sick, So to tell me that you have the pulse of the children, and now they're marching through the yard, through the campus to tell you that they're tired of the conditions here. It's been over a year since that tornado happened, and you hadn't had anything put in place to fix any of this stuff. You sitting on $100 million and you hadn't done anything. You can't put this on Ed Reed. But then I go back to, like I said, listening to him, he had emotion tied to this because he was promising kids another way of becoming athletic students. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I do believe that the university is trying to cover their ass. But then when I look at some of the blogs, some of the groups, sort of like ourselves out there, the podcasters, some of them that, I understand if you went to Bethune Cookman, you're going to stand by your university. Nevertheless, you can't put one person throw one person under the bus because of your fallacies. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that to one person. And honestly, Ed Reed would give him a year. He probably would have gotten half of that stuff fixed that you needed done, But as an emotional guy, as one of the best to ever do it. What are you trying to tell him to come in there? Like you said, don't curse, speak Christian like. Man, forget all that. We get you a Christian university. He even said that. He read up on Bethune. Mary Cloud Bethune. I think I'm saying her name right. He said he knows about her. He was teaching the kids that in his speech. You can't shut him out like that. You can't tell him to be calm, be a nice guy. Sort of like how TCU tried to do with that. With Georgia. We're a Christian school. Come on, man. You coming up against a juggernaut here. Right. So I get where they're coming from, but this is what I'd rather them had said. I wouldn't listen. We messed up, or maybe our expectations on what he wanted to do. They wasn't ready for that. They wasn't ready to hit the fast lane. That's just my personal opinion. Like how Deion said, we're not waiting 2 years to try to build a program. We want to win now. Right. We winning now. Like you said, I've been here 3 weeks and I got 5 kids already. And I've been here 3 weeks. That man was out there cutting grass. And then on top of that, he said, the office that you said was supposed to be mine, which Reggie is going to come out and say, well, we didn't decide yet. It's in the athletic department. It had head coach on the door. Well, it had laundry in there and trash and some uniforms and stuff. But then I think about it this way here. Forget all the stuff that they're saying. Listen to the kids.
Stop right there. Stop right there.
All right.
Has essentially done more than this entire administration and other program leads, like other head coaching staffs and whatnot. He's done more in 3 weeks than they have in like the past 5 years. Things that, Coach Drake mentioned, saying that we didn't share helmets, we don't shower, or we actually have showers. We don't have showers. We don't have a locker room. We have to watch out where we put our stuff in the stadium locker room so it doesn't get wet and then get moldy, and then we got to practice in moldy stuff. Or when we go and put our stuff away, put it in the shed, and the shed gets wet from the rain, and then we got to practice in that moldy stuff. Moldy balls, moldy helmets. We share those moldy helmets too, and that gear.
Most of us had to buy our own Lysol and stuff to spray our. We had to clean our stuff ourselves. Once we get our gear from the equipment manager from that shed, it smelled bad. I remember the first time I opened my bag and most of the guys were just like,
"Come on, man." And that's what I'm talking.
Players that
those are
not having, not sharing. So go ahead, finish up.
So that's what I'm saying. So when you listen to the children, listen to the kids. That first guy that was talking, he's a 5-year senior or whatever playing. He said in the past 5 years, and then there was one clip at the game where the kid had to go in on defense waiting for a helmet. Mm-hmm. Another kid was waiting to swap shoes, huh?
Like the tag me in.
Right. Tag me and give me your helmet. And then one guy said how and some colleges do the same thing when they have the same number on offense and defense, but they had to take the shirt off, and pads off, before he goes in. What? So you can't sit there and lie, and the students are saying this, and then they're having clips about it. Mm-hmm. You can't lie to the social media group or to your alumni, to the people that went to your school. People like us, you can't lie about it and then try to cover it up, because you're upset that somebody got your dirty laundry out there. Reggie Theus, I'll be honest with you, he disappointed me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Reggie Theus lived in Atlanta for a long time. You know what I'm saying? He was, he talked for the Hawks as a commentator for a quick little second back in the cut. Mm-hmm. I like Reggie Theus, but then to show that, as an AD, you got some dirty laundry out there. It kind of messed me up a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. And to hear how emotional Ed Reed was with this, like he said before, I'm a millionaire. I'm a businessman. I don't need this. I'm doing it for the kids. Mm-hmm. You can't put this on me to say that I'm using y'all to get to the next level. If I want to be at the next level, I can stay at Miami and then go to the next level. Right. So, man, it's terrible, cuz it's terrible.
Yeah. OG, you want to add something to that, big dog?
I think is that I think right now, the president came out and said that Disney, one of their sponsors, is threatening to pull out, or whatever the case may be. And I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems like he's just trying to save face to maybe try to keep that sponsor. But if I'm a sponsor and I got kids at this school coming out saying what they saying, whether Ed Reed is there or not. Do I want my name tied to this?
Right.
Right.
You know, this bigger than Ed Reed. No, you got kids coming out because I hadn't seen that clip. I mean, that was just shocking to me. When you see kids come out there talking about they put stuff in sheds, they had to practice and mow and had to clean their own stuff, and then it's gonna be real hard for them to get kids to come to their school too. I mean,
right?
What parents want to let go to the school and participate in this sport with the conditions that's being talked about right now?
Yeah.
No child need to go through that. And I mean, you get sick behind that stuff. And you supposed to be a student athlete with that type of under those type of conditions. Come on, man. Come on. And then, like you said, to tell me during game day, hey, give me your shoes. You know, I got to go in on defense, or give me your helmet.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You want to share my cup too?
Right. This is and Bethune Cookman is D1, right?
It's a swag school. It's swag school.
Okay.
So they're in the same conference with Jackson State and Florida A&M and all that. The same conference.
So yeah, they just HBCU, but I guess it's considered D1, right? Still.
Well, it's F. You know they
FCS,
the
right?
Georgians, they're FCS, and the Georgias and all those, the FBS.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But like you said, it's like it's Division 1 AA or something like that, or
they used to call it. Yeah, they used to call it Division 1 AA. Then they started saying FCS and FBS.
Yeah. So it's in the same. It's on, like you said, same as Jackson State. Right. You know, and I think the same way that you have, let's say how Jackson State kind of at this point we're going to add another, let's say a PWI school to it, or sort of like how South Carolina State does it. You know, as your program gets a little bit better, you tend to get a little bit more higher and wanting better competition. That's why you bring in a coach that can help recruit the students to do that, right? Right. Either you're gonna bring in a high caliber coach, or like I said, like South Carolina State. I think your coach, they've been there 30 years.
I don't think it's been quite that long. He's been there 20 something though.
But I'm saying that's where you're either your experience or a name brand that can bring in players. One of the two is, or you got to go. So when they vetted, Ed Reed was like, I'm from Florida. I'm from, this is my background. This is where I can recruit, without having a problem because I've been out here.
Right.
So yeah, man, I know that there are people out there at Bethune that thinks that he was using them or he did wrong, or anybody can pick out the negative. Sort of like how I just feel like Bethune was wrong in this one. Some people think that Ed was wrong in this one. I don't see a whole lot, even like James said, I'm not 100% on Ed's side at this point. But tell me why. If it's the cussing, like Ed said, I'm old school when it come to this. Yeah. I'm not finna change my way of coaching. I'm finna get in these kids' butt. I'm gonna make sure they go to school. I'm gonna make sure that they're dressed appropriately. I'm gonna make sure that's an old school way of coaching. That if they were my kid, I'd be like, you know what? Come on with it. This the best one of the best free safeties to ever do it.
Yeah, and that's later on in his interview. That's what he said. Go ask these players. Go ask these kids. Go ask these parents what I'm doing with these kids. How I'm teaching them how to be men. How I'm teaching them how to be respectful. Like he said, you got crackheads walking on the campus. They're walking through the campus. He said there's no security to stop the campus. He said it's a free fall out there. It's a free fall. The way they dress out there. He said, but at the same time, I'm not trying to bash the university, but don't make me my name. Don't tarnish my name to try to make yourself look better. And that's when he got emotional. Like y'all are lying on my name.
Yeah.
Y'all are lying on my name. And that hit me hard when he said that. Like, yeah, I understand what he's saying. Like, don't try to cover your stuff up now. After it's all getting out there. Y'all are messing up. Now it's about accountability. What are you gonna do with this accountability that we're putting out there? Like y'all said, $100 million is out there. What are y'all doing with it? What are y'all doing with it?
After a year, that hurricane came a year ago.
Yeah.
And then to add to that, when you tell me that you want me to be a part of, of the rebuilding of it, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rebuild this program that you got.
Yeah, you ain't got to tell me. Right.
You ain't gotta tell me. I want you to do that. I want you to know that this is a Christian school. First of all, you're interim, president. I'm not saying that he didn't have the ability to say so, but when you bring in a person like Ed Reed, I doubt that you came at him that kind of way.
Right.
I doubt it. I doubt that you told him that, this is what I expect from you. This is no. Come on. I'm here as a head football coach. I'm not saying I'm not a role model. I'm gonna do my job. I'm gonna do that. Nevertheless, I know what I'm getting into when it comes to this job as far as coaching. And then you, as a interim president, to tell me I'm gonna put the talent around you. Who you gonna get?
Now y'all ain't been putting around anybody else.
Right.
Who you found talent? Come on.
Yeah.
Man.
Who you gonna do? And like he said, you haven't even hired my assistant yet. Right. You haven't even hired, my crew that I'm coming with. You haven't even hired them yet or offered them a position. Right. Who you gonna put around me?
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's terrible when you come back and you say stuff like that in an interview when they give you an opportunity to do the right thing or say the right thing, sort of like how we found out even with Dion. And okay, I'm gonna do this here, OG. Okay. So at first we thought that this was gonna be a welcoming trend. You know what I'm saying? A welcoming trend that these NFL players were coming back to these schools and giving back and turning it into what we thought was gonna be competitive play with these young black athletes. But what's happening is you get the star and you want to break in all the how would I put the accolades and the attention, but you're not ready for what comes with my voice. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like Dion, he did it a little bit different. He said when he saw all that stuff out there. Now Ed Reed, remember I said he was cutting grass that first week. He had to get around, like I said, cutting around the shed,
right?
Cutting around the athletic building, or going out there to the he was upset. Now Dion did a little bit different. Hey man, this thing is messed up. Let me call Walmart, because that's prime time. That's how he do it.
Prime is different. He's not gonna get his hands in there, but he gonna however it needs to get it done. He gonna get it done.
He gonna get it done.
Ed is more hands on. Look, I get down there in the dirt and pick the trash up.
And that's what he was doing.
Yeah.
So like you said, you see the difference between an Ed Reed and a Dion. Dion just took it upon his list. I'm getting this locker room fix. That's coming from Under Armour. I'm getting that, but at the same time, like Ed Reed said before, I could have gone ahead and stayed at Jackson State where it was already laid out for me, but I chose to choose my own path.
Right. The hell kids.
Yeah.
It's all about the kids.
Like you said, in that 3 weeks, what he said, he gave $2,400 for a welcoming party for those kids that had chosen to come there. Yeah. Then he said, I at my own pockets, I'm a millionaire, man. Yeah. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. I am culturally drawn to like my HBCUs, but I hate it when I see that they mess things up. A la Marge Brown, when they took all the funds from the school and literally drained it. This is a trend about my schools. You know what I'm saying? Now, when he was saying that part about the locals just walk on the yard. Now I'll say this here: at Southern University, there were locals. You know what I'm saying, but not to this magnitude. Where or like how they say at Jackson. Jackson is a Baton Rouge is a hard state to be in, city to be in. Right there on the bluff. It's I ain't saying it's the best. It's but it was safe while we were there. I never had any issues about the locals. We always had people cars get broken into or stuff like that. But that was always local activity. Now like Jackson State, they were saying somebody was dying every week. Wasn't like that. I think DeAndre came out and said that, or like they were saying on Bethune Cookman, they're right there on the beach. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of activity that's on that beach. So they get a lot of locals that come in between the yard, yeah, they steal stuff, they go through stuff, but you got to put that's on the university.
Yeah.
You got to be able to fix that type of stuff, man.
Yeah, I know one thing real quick. I know Roland Martin said he wanted to come down there and get with the president and get with the students and have an open forum. So I don't remember the president ever agreeing to that.
He ain't.
I know, because I think Roland Martin said he had to come down there to receive an award on the 5th of February. So he was asking me, is the 2nd or 3rd or 4th a good time for me to come down here and get with you, get with the students? And he wanted to get with the board too.
Yeah.
The president said, "Oh no, the board won't be there. The board won't be there."
Yeah. They'll let you know you full of it. You know, you full of it, man. So
it's a terrible thing and a terrible situation. Like I say, don't want to put it all on Bethune Cookman, but you have to hold somebody accountable. I mean, they had these athletes, and I'm sure it's not just the football team. I'm sure the other sports are going through some of the same situations. It's just that football has come to the light because Ed Reed had been pressured as the head football coach. So that's why the football program is coming to the light. But I don't know if it's happening with football. I'm not 100% sure. I'd be willing to guess that it's probably happening. Some of the issues happen with other athletic sports also.
Sure. I think Reggie Thea said that they had to put money into, the kids going to what they say, a hotel, to stay or to practice at other facilities or whatever. Said money went into what they said, the volleyball team. And okay, that means your athletic department, you got $100 million. Fix the building and then, fix the stuff that the kids need to be athletic students. Don't sit on it. Don't send us to the Holiday Inn in the next county over. Don't send us to another university or a high school. Like he said, we were at high schools practicing, so there were better facilities. That don't make it better. You're just telling me that you ain't fixed it. You went to a high school that's got a better facility than a college university, an institution of higher learning, which should be the forefront of, like I said, good shit. Good stuff going on. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah, man. Whatever, bro. My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to get emotional like that, but it is. I'm glad we're talking about it. I'm glad we're bringing it up because even Ed Reed said even after how nasty it's been, I still want to stay because of the kids.
Yeah.
When I listened to that interview, he said I still want to be here. We can fix us as adults, but the kids, the kids that I promised, I want to still be here. I'm not resigning. I'm not taking my name out the hat.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to sit here and not be vocal about something I don't like. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all doing all right? I don't even think we did that. Did we do that? Did we ask you if everybody's okay? Everybody straight?
Yeah, we talked about hump day.
Okay. What else you got, G?
You're on mute.
I think the Bethune Cookman is missing out on a great opportunity, man, to move forward and to better their university, man.
Yeah.
I think Ed Reed was like the students said, the players said, he had made changes already in 3 weeks that he's been there, and they were for the better, and it hurts me to know that they don't care about the kids enough to want to do better by the kids, man. So, hey, James, you're right, big dog, man. You have to take care of the athletic program. They generate the money, man.
Money, yeah, man. Facts.
Yeah,
have you noticed the past 3 huge hires for? Let's go. Like I said, let's go with Bethune Cookman, Jackson State, Tennessee State. All Hall of Famers, all one of a kind, all 3 guys that were, with the exception of Ed right now, that hadn't had a chance to, to prove itself, but have been tops in their field. I'm a football coach, or I played football.
Mm-hmm.
You question my ability, for the children, thinking that we're using you for the next level. What else you gonna get? Even if I do leave, who else were you going? Like you said, who you gonna hire?
Right. Yeah, like you said, not many people want to go there after seeing this and hearing this, man.
Yeah.
What you gonna do is you're gonna get somebody local that you probably went to the university that's gonna accept the job for that, whatever that meager pay is or whatever, that like I said, remember how Dion said, hey, you can have this, I get this back on ticket sales, because I know I'm finna put butts in the seats.
Mm-hmm.
Then you didn't give me that. You lied to me about the seats. I'm not saying that they would do the same thing, but we've seen it happen before when you put our people in that, in that situation. Here's $100 million. Fix your university.
Yeah.
Storm, what they call it, that storm emergency money funds or whatever. and you still sitting on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like you said, Corey, if they come there for 2 years, now they gonna leave it in better shape than what it. So if I'm only there for 2 years, I'm still have improved your facility, your athletic program, and you in a better situation than you were before I got there.
Yeah.
So
and, and who's to say he gonna stay 2, 3? Because it ain't like everybody ain't finna do the Deion Sanders. But because like I said, he but at the same time, he's from Florida. He was at Miami, University of Miami. He was on the Ravens for a little while. But who's to say that I want to be here? This is where I'm at.
Yeah.
He might not do it. He might not have the aspiration that Deion Sanders did, because he went from Division 1 or PWI and went lower.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he been at Miami for years.
Yeah, and then think about it. I mean, he did some DB coaching in the pros, so he's not new to coaching.
Yeah, man.
So just to go back to the interim president saying, you've never coached before. No, he has coaching experience, not a head coach, but he has coaching experience at a high level.
And then if you knew so much, why would you hire somebody that you say ain't never coached before?
Right.
Yeah.
Because he says this is a complicated issue. There are obvious administration issues, but there are also funding and resource issues at play with many of our universities. I am disappointed, but won't bash Bethune.
You gotta bash him. I'm bashing.
I bash. Right. They got to do right.
Yeah, I bash my own university if they didn't do certain things right. I think I said that this year when we were talking about the band, the athletic department. Yep. Yeah, I bash my university because I'm like, Southern Band is a staple part of the athletic department, like the OG just said, or like Jane just said. They generate funds. I go to Florida A&M thinking I'm finna see my my alma mater's band, and they didn't show up, and they didn't even tell nobody.
Right.
It's like where you at? If I see South Carolina State, I know I'm looking for the band too. There's certain FAMU. I'm looking for what comes with the meat and potatoes.
Right. Yeah.
Come on, man.
You're right. You're absolutely right, man. Absolutely right. We said when the Jackson State debacle happened that we hope that this would not tarnish most of the HBCU name, and this right here. It's not helping.
Right. I've been waiting for the SWAC to come out and say something. The Southwestern Athletic Conference. Somebody to come out and say something. They've been kind of quiet. Right now. I think they kind of gathering information or whatever. But he will want them to say something at this point. But they hadn't said a word yet. They hadn't said anything.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Did y'all see? Before we leave? Did y'all see when right after it happened, Deion had called him and they had that little
FaceTime.
Yeah,
man.
Deion saw his pain, man. He saw his pain.
Yeah.
It's tough to see your partner, and I know he's reached out to him to get advice, and to see him going through that, and you really can't do nothing. That's got to be tough, man. Got to be tough on Deion. To see his partner go through something like that.
Yeah. He and when he was like, listen, he said, continue to do what you do. He said, I could have came down there. He said, no, He said, we still got a lot to do. Like basically, you're not by yourself. We still got a lot to do, bro. He said, you're gonna still get to do what you need to do.
Right.
He said, hold on. It's gonna happen. Hold on.
Yeah. So God knows. God knows what your heart is and what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right, man. Great segment, fellas, man. Great segment. I'm glad we started with that, OG. That was good. That was good. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to go to a little break, man, and give our sponsor a big plug. Make sure y'all get your popcorn ready, man. It's about to go down. Are you in the market for a new home or looking to refinance your conventional, FHA, or VA loan? The crew and you have the perfect guy for you, the mortgage guy, Alvin Jameson. That's right, Alvin Jameson at alvinjameson.com. You can also reach him as we do at 404-587-9033. Financing a home can be one of the biggest investments you can make. Go with the one, the crew, and you trust, Alvin Jameson. And when you reach out to him, let him know you heard it from the crew and you.
It's you.
And you.
All right, man. Moving on to our transitioning on. That's what I was trying to say. I had a little chimichanga in my mouth. So
I love chimichangas.
Oh man, I love chimichangas, dog. You love chimichangas?
Yeah, man. My wife got me on these chimichangas at this place called what it called, baby, on La Vista Road, Donatello, whatever, Don Julio, whatever the name is. They make good chimichangas. Not Don Julio to drink.
No, there's a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, in the Kroger shopping center.
Oh no, I don't know about that one.
Anyway, go ahead, man. My bad.
Yeah, you good, man. But yeah, the chimichanga with the sour cream on it, man, that thing is good.
No, don't put no sour cream on mine.
Yeah, you put a little sauce on yours?
I just look dried chimichanga with cheese on it, queso.
Okay, yeah, that queso cheese be good, man.
Yeah,
you get the yellow rice?
I will do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no Mexican type dude. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But at the same time, I'm saying when I say that, I'm very simple when it comes to Spanish food or whatever. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You got chimichanga. I thought you was really serious about that thing, man.
That's it. But they ask my wife. That's it. That's it. I do some burrito, but I ain't gonna lie to you. You mess around and put some fried beans in it, refried beans. It's a wrap, cause you can have this.
No refried beans.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do the steak. I don't do, listen, I'm very particular. Done at Wardo's, yeah, at Wardo's. Listen, my wife get all kind of crap, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, I'm very simplistic when it comes to that. But let's get to it.
Well, what's not simple, man, is what we're about to enter to right now is just a cookie show. That's what you call stalling, right?
Yes.
That's what you call stalling, my dog.
So let me do this here, G. Let me. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead, big dog. Go ahead.
How you doing today, man? How? Because at the show, I noticed, and I want to apologize to you first, right? And I think I was maybe 5 to 8 seconds ahead of you. So Rodney gave me some good advice to pause my TV because I was ahead of you, And I said, when I would see something, I go, oh, and then you go, I can't do this. You're very emotional at the time. My other guy was over there, he was, poking at you a little bit, but how are you today?
Today I am a lot better than I was on Monday and Tuesday.
Okay. Well, tell me how you were on Monday and Tuesday.
Well, Monday was tough, man. It was hard to get up. I knew what I had ahead of me at work. I knew what I had ahead of me on social media.
Okay.
I knew what I had on my phone. Several text messages, several memes, several, and they're still coming in. We have one of our main corporates on here right now, and Mr. Corey Sims. He has probably like 2 months worth of pages of memes that he's been putting on Facebook, man, and he's been
were they mean to you?
Memes.
No, I know what I mean. I'm saying, but were these people that were they mean to you? Like, were they mean?
Absolutely. I think it's called bullying.
You were bullied. Okay.
Yeah, I'm being bullied on social media. I'm being bullied at work. I mean, I'm getting phone calls on a regular.
Wow.
I'm hearing, a lot of, how about them boys? I'm hearing a lot of what happened.
So this ain't competitive banter. This ain't competitive. Just this is you being bullied. You cowboy bully.
Yeah, cowboy bully. Only and the surprising thing, the only person that was nice was James Littlejohn.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. So my boy Kirk Jackson is on. What's up, big dog? He's a huge 49ers fan, man. He said you sound like you really thought y'all was gonna win.
Man, that's hate, right? That's shade, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Corey said he's just having fun, man. On
at your expense.
At my expense, man. Absolutely. So yeah, it was rough. It's been a rough week, man. It's been a rough week. I've been trying to figure out how I'm gonna come back at some people, man, and I have nothing right yet, man. I have nothing.
So let me do this here, because like I said, then this is why I'm going this way before the before the OG opens up a plethora of whatever he got going. So through the season, right? Yeah, you were confident. You said a lot of things, right? You had you throw shade at times yourself, and I would say at this point, because I try to be fair with all this. I try to make sure that I'm in the middle here. Is this warranted? Is it? How they say, is this time to eat crow? And I think the OG said a lot of times, is this your time?
I don't think it's time to eat crow.
No? Okay.
I think, and this is what I've always said, like, I don't come for people, they come for me. I just fire back.
Okay.
So that's all. Look, ain't no comeback, wait for next year. My wife said he almost didn't get on the show tonight.
And that's what I'm saying. So I gotta keep reminding you of certain actions. I think this year trash. I think he said that. I think this year was what was it? OG. If I think you need to help me here. What is it? Cowboy week. What else we got? Just those little small jabs at other people while you were doing well. Your team was doing well, but then we kind of found some holes in your squad, and now not just you, but Cowboys are. I mean, when I wake up, in the morning, it's something about the coaching, something about the quarterback, something about it's everything at this point. And I just want to make sure that it's fair that what's happening to you right now.
I don't feel like it's fair, honestly.
And you be shady sometimes, though, my dude. You be shady sometimes.
And look, so.
And I love your couch, by the way. I love your couch. That it's fitting.
It's fitting, right? It's fitting.
Yeah. I like your couch.
I don't believe I've ever said anything about the Falcons too much.
Okay. It's nothing to say that I hadn't said myself, but go ahead.
Me and OG go at it.
Of course.
Because the OG would throw a lot of shade my way. So I think he and I go at it.
Yes.
But I
don't
say anything about the Falcons. I don't even say anything about the Dolphins. I don't say anything about the Buffalo Bills. I don't say anything about the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't say anything about the New Orleans Saints. I don't say anything about the Philadelphia Eagles unless we're playing them.
Well, that's not your rival. I'm not your rival.
So but I'm trying to figure out what the point is right now.
So I'm saying I don't really come at people unless they come at me. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Or he said I destroy his Falcons. I'm a season ticket holder to the Falcons. I don't destroy them.
I don't destroy them. And you didn't go. You bought tickets and then you didn't go. You gave them tickets away all season, man. I do that. Did you even go to one game? You wouldn't have won. One game. All right. Very nice. Well, I'll do this here with no further ado. I'm gonna introduce a good friend of mine. Welcome into the stage. Call him the OG. It's Charles Littlejohn.
Hey, I'm gonna start this out by there's one statement I made when we were on a Sunday, and it was talking about raining down on you. So how about play my music?
We do not own the right to that music, y'all. Please do not play them.
So I'm saying that to say this as we start out. One of the statements I made to Mr. Wright on Sunday night was,
he said my whole name.
I said, Mr. Wright, was that when that rain come down on you, it's not gonna be a tower out there. It's gonna dry up all that rain, them tears, and that's pretty much what's happening right now. But the first thing I want to do is I want to take roll call because we had a conversation about when the Cowboys beat Tampa Bay. We had major contribution from many Cowboy fans. We had BB on here. I had Martino Adams. I had Pete on here. Steve Pettit. Carlos. I mean, I don't see none of them. I mean, and they say they're your boy. They got your back. But I don't see them.
That man got a list on a piece of paper.
Yeah. On a piece of paper. Well, I mean, I don't see him. Steve Pettit, he's not a Cowboy fan, and Carlos, he's a Denver fan. So
So what about Martino Adams and
they Cowboy fans? Yeah, they Cowboy
and
fans.
BB. I know BB is.
They Cowboy.
And BB is pretty constant on here, but now he's not pretty constant on here tonight.
He working late. He probably working late.
Okay. Go ahead and make those excuses for him. That's good. That's good. I appreciate that.
And I meant to send Zach a text.
Oh, my dog is here. BB ain't running from nobody. That's what I'm talking about, BB.
Okay. So this one goes. Okay, BB. Sit there. I think I throw a little bit at that, BB, but I think you turned it down. I'm trying to go back and find that on the podcast. I thought that stack at that y'all were gonna make it to the Super Bowl. But I'm gonna go back and try to see if I can find that. And we're gonna have a discussion. But in the meantime, we started out last week and it was all kind of conversations about things that had been said. But I'm gonna come back and make a few statements myself. What are we gonna say when we beat? What we gonna say about the rookie quarterback when we beat him? Are we gonna make excuses? Are we gonna make excuses why the Cowboys win? It's gonna be the rookie quarterback. And we talked about the San Francisco defense. Made a statement about their pass defense is number 20. And their
Cowboys?
defense, the San Francisco defense is number 20.
Okay.
Pass defense is number 20. And then he made a blatant statement and said about when he went through the schedule and talked about they hadn't played against a good quarterback. He made a statement saying that their defense is fool's gold. Fool's gold, y'all. That's what he said about San Francisco defense. Another statement he made was he asked me, who is me on the couch? And he told me that Tom Brady was going to join me on the couch. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Guess who's going to join me on the couch this week? In seat 3A.
That's where you see that?
That would be Dak Prescott. And in seat 4A, that would be Mr. Wright. I want to officially welcome y'all to the party. And we all know what party that is. That's the house party.
OG, I gotta be fair here. When we analyze both teams, my man was being fair. He was being fair, right? Can we give him that much? No.
But when you say their defense is fool's gold, how is that being fair?
But I felt that. He hey man, he sold me on it. If it was a car, I would have bought it.
Fool's gold.
What's up, y'all?
Corey, I tried to tell you, Corey. I said, Corey, Corey, don't do it. Don't do it, Corey. Don't do it. You wouldn't listen to me.
I'm just saying when we talked about it, we all three of us, we analyzed both the offense, defense, kickers, like you said, all three phases of the game. And what we came up with as a consensus, it was going to be a good game between the two teams, right? I think I ain't gonna lie to you. I walked with it. Like I said, I chose the Cowboys. I think you're the only one. You're right. You weren't choosing it. We understood that.
But that leads to my next segment.
Okay.
My next segment was when we was talking about the skill.
About what?
And one of the questions about the skill players. We were comparing the skill players for each team. And one of those questions that came up about the quarterback. So at that time, you and say y'all give the edge to Dak. I said, no, I can't do that. I'm going with Purdy. So let me give you a little stats here. So I got Dak. Let's see, what did Dak do in that game? Does anybody know?
202 yards, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown.
2 interceptions, 1 touchdown. Purdy was 19 for 29, 214, no touchdowns, no interceptions.
Very,
So,
very.
So for what you're telling me is the only difference is the 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions,
which did not play a big part.
They were crucial. Yeah.
And not so.
Well, let me ask you this, OG. But was that the reason why they lost the game?
Was the reason why they lost the game? One of them was in the red zone. One of them was in the red zone.
Was in the red zone. Yeah.
Okay, so that was crucial. Okay.
Yeah, it was crucial. That second one was crucial. We had moved the ball all the way down there. We was on the way. We was gonna get points.
So then you say, I always thought that when you have mistakes from a previous year, you learn from your mistakes. And that mistake would be what we call time management. So how you gonna lose 30 plus seconds on trying to punt a ball? Explain that to me. Then you got a tight end that you tried to say was comparable to Kittle. That evidently doesn't know the rule. So he goes out of bounds, not trying to move forward. Therefore, what happens? Clock keeps running. What happened last year? Missed time management. So we don't learn. You don't learn from your mistakes. Again.
So okay. Why are you doing that? I like to know that if he can, I want to give G a time to answer that, to rebuttal why you dumping it on him. Give me the time management. What's your analytic on the time management, G?
It was 2 brain farts by my tight end, Dalton Schultz. Like the OG said, true enough, man. He was supposed to run up the field instead of going diagonal. I mean, not diagonal, horizontal.
Backwards. Yeah. What?
You can't go lateral. You got to go up the field. He, instead of dropping his shoulder and trying to go forward, he took the easy way out. Mistake. Second time, he failed to just lackadaisical. I mean, it was going to be a Hail Mary type play on the next play anyway, but failed to, make it a little easier for us by, only getting 1 foot down, man. So just a brain fart on his part, man. I don't really think he had his best game. He missed a crucial play, I thought, was for a first down, man. I believe it was right after the CD long catch. He threw another pass right to the sideline, man, and right through his hands, right on the money. So but to go to the clock management, I don't really have a problem with his clock management. I'm trying to think about what punt you talking about, where you said we wasted 30 seconds. I can't remember what punt that was.
That punt was right before San Francisco's last possession. So y'all punted with by you wasting that 30 seconds, it allowed the clock to get closer to the 2-minute warning. Where if you had that 30 seconds, then you could have used your timeouts and the 2-minute warning. But instead, 2-minute warning came, then you started using timeouts after the 2-minute warning because y'all let that 30 seconds run off the clock. That's right before San Francisco's last possession. Before they got stopped and punted to y'all.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So the other thing I just want to mention, it was stressed to me that when Dallas played Washington, that they were using the vanilla offense and the vanilla defense. Also been stressed to me about Dallas being the #1 scoring team, a #2 scoring team, and all these points they scored. 31 against Tampa Bay. All these points they've been scoring. But I told you he's going up against a different kind of defense.
Mm-hmm.
So you should have saved some of them points from that Tampa Bay game and had 7 for this one. Maybe you would have tied the game.
Now, when Pollard went out, was that crucial? Was that
That was crucial. And he has a broken leg, and a high ankle sprain as well. But yeah, he has a broken fibula. As the OG laughed at him.
I did not laugh at him. And if you took it that way, then I apologize for it, because I never want to laugh at anybody that would potentially be hurt. And at that time, I didn't know he had a broken leg and a sprained ankle, and neither did nobody else.
So we know he was seriously hurt because they were saying it in the chat, and
that dude was crawling. We didn't know what was wrong with him, man.
Everybody knew. You saw the way he got hit.
Okay, G. Okay, G. Try to get your points in on that.
Saw that, man.
Okay, try to get your points in. Sorry, try to get your points in on that, G. But I'm not finished with you.
So
go ahead.
So their defense played well. We missed several opportunities for huge plays against that defense. And like I said, they played outstanding though. The defense played outstanding. I thought it was going to be a great game. And it was, to hold that team who had been averaging 35 points a game for the last 11 games to 19 with 2 turnovers on our side of the field was spectacular, man. I think our defense came to play. Our quarterback had a horrible game. That's basically where it all lays at, man. He didn't play his best game. So,
go ahead, OG.
Yeah.
Okay, so Snack Panther just made a little comment in here about why am I talking about it for my team. He used a derogatory term toward my team, and that's fine. So who is Snack Panther's team?
He doesn't have a team.
Man, get up. Man, go ahead on somewhere. Okay. Anyway.
with no team.
Yeah. No team, but you go talk about my team. Okay.
Come on, Snack.
Yeah. Come on with it, bro.
Yeah, anyway. grab some girl at the party.
Yeah. So
look, don't talk about my chick. You ain't got none. Go ahead, my bad, OG. Go ahead.
But I want to bring up a couple plays about your famed defensive back. Number 7. So we all remember the catch that Kittle made.
Yeah.
Hit him in his hand, hit him off his helmet, tipped it again, caught the ball. But what did we see number 7 do?
He went to try to hit him, but
when he whiffed it.
Yeah, exactly. He whiffed.
Yeah.
Let me say this. With the way the rules are now, you see that a lot because people are trying not to hit a defensive receiver, which would have been a penalty if he would have hit him. So he was trying to hit him by not hitting him hard and missed. And it happens now because of that rule. So I don't fault him on that. But we can go back to that play and going back on it. Kittle wasn't even supposed to be running a route because he wasn't even an eligible receiver in that play. He was actually covered up on the play when he was on the line. So that's why when you see it, you see our defensive tackle guarding him because he was blocking. He was supposed to be there as a blocker. And he
came back and made a play though. He came
he's not allowed to. When you're not eligible, he was an ineligible receiver at the time.
A tight end? When is a tight end never an eligible receiver?
Because he was covered up. If you don't have somebody,
a receiver. So when the tight end is on the line, both receivers on that side had to be on the line.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So
that's what he's saying. But
so that's why he ended up out there like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it was a great catch. And I will fault my guy on the interception because that was a huge play. And I think I said that while we was watching it. Like, that's going to come back and hurt us. Yeah.
I was gonna bring that up next.
Yeah.
He
got
Go ahead, OG.
So there's one question there's one statement I want to make about the statement you basically just made about it shouldn't have been the catch, he shouldn't have been a receiver. If you remember distinctly, when we were showing the Washington, I can't remember which game it was. Anyway, where the interference happened. I think it was Cleveland. It was Cleveland. Where the guy was draped all over, and you said it wasn't interference. And you said, "Oh, gee, you've always said that if it's not called, it's not a penalty." So I say the same thing for that statement you just made. If it's not called, it's not a penalty.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of missed calls in that game for some reason. The tripping on Pollard when Pollard was going through the hole, the dude missed him and tried to trip him up. There's a lot of missed calls they was doing for the San Francisco 49ers.
Whoa.
I'm not saying that. I'm just throwing it out there.
Now that leads to another statement. So if y'all remember correctly, I said on Wednesday, Mr. Wright there was very boisterous on that day. He was giving all kind of memes and statements that had been made, some of them by me, some of them not by me. But one of the things I said was he's going to come back and say, well, and then that happened. And that's what he's doing right now, ladies and gentlemen. But there's two more things I got to say, and I'm going to be done. The first thing is, when Pollard went out, it seemed like your OC made no type of adjustments. What happened to your backup running back? I mean, the running game just went away. No running game. The second thing I want to say, and I'm going to end with this. You asked me,
are you gonna light that thing up?
I'm about to say, listen.
No, I ain't gonna light it up. But one of the last things you asked me was, and you slammed down on the table. You say, "OG, whose team you gonna be watching?" So I'm gonna say to you, Mr. Wright, Mr. Wright.
Yep. Yes, he is.
Who watching this weekend? I answer that for you. It won't be your team.
I'm going bowling, man.
You going bowling?
Yeah, I'm going.
No, he's not going bowling. Don't believe that.
You're watching no football, man. Football is over.
I knew you were gonna say that. But like I said, I'm gonna say this one last thing. Okay, I was wrong about the one and done, but I did make it.
God don't like a. It's jury. Let it try by.
Hey, he ran out of time.
How about this trial by jury? Say it again, OG. Say it again. You said your last statement.
The last statement I made was G made a point to saying, I said, we're gonna be one and done.
And once again,
I said I made a mistake by saying you one and done.
Okay.
But I said you will be done. And guess what? You are done. Well done. Cook that goose. Get your fishing rod and go fishing. And guess what? Guess what I'm gonna do now?
My old cuz Trevor. Okay.
Yeah, what's up, Trev? Trev said it was not only on Dak's fault. It wasn't only Dak's fault for the loss, but he had to take most of the blame. Out of all the dumps taken on that field, his was the biggest pile. He has got off against winning teams. That is a false statement about winning teams. But he was pretty bad this weekend.
I tell you what he is bad against. He is bad against teams that have good defenses.
I think everybody's bad against teams that have good defenses, though. OG, that's not.
But he throw them INTs though.
Well, let me. Can we address that though, G? Let me ask a question. Like I said, because that's the current issue right now. First question: is Dak still your quarterback?
Absolutely, dog. Absolutely.
Okay. All right, Dak's still your quarterback. McCarthy.
Absolutely.
Still your coach. Okay. Absolutely. So if you can give me some insight as to, because sometimes, like when I was looking at some of those throws, and then they were showing like that last before the game started. Remember they were showing, or it maybe it was at halftime or possibly afterwards. Some of his throws that that become interceptions. When he make the choices that he make, or something like I guess with that show. So what was it? It was an out route. The guy was supposed to come back. Was it the wide out or was it was it that?
It was both. It was both. He should have threw the ball out of bounds.
Okay.
But what's his name? Gallup should have came back to the ball. If he'd have came back to the ball, he probably wouldn't have caught it, but it wouldn't have been an interception either.
Okay. So, and then some of his throws, when I think about, like it's the timing, how they was like when they were making comparisons with Burrow, how it's like it's just coming out without the thought. You know that your wide out is going to be where it's supposed to be. It was saying that Dak kind of waits a little bit and then tries to make the throw, or force the throw.
Mm-hmm.
What's your take on his thought process whenever he's trying to make a throw and it doesn't happen?
My take on it is I agree with you. I think he's late sometimes. Let me see. Career losing record against the teams with a winning percentage on the teams the playoff in the current year. If you look at it this year, Big Trev, I know you're the stat guy, but look at all the I think where he's 6-1 against teams with a winning record this year. Now 6-2 now, because but yeah, now that is actually wrong, my guy. I'm sorry. I'm definitely taking Dak. I'm definitely taking Dak over Jalen Hurts.
You sit back, so I was helping you out.
Yeah, appreciate that. But yeah, so I think he trusts his arm a little too much. I think he thinks his arm is stronger than it is.
Well, that's good. I'll take that answer. Let's go with this one that James put out there. So this is Dak's 7th year. Jalen is in a different stratosphere right now. You would still keep Dak over Jalen?
Yeah. What do you mean he's in a different stratosphere? Why is he in a different stratosphere?
I mean, I'm just saying from the youngness, this is only this is his 2nd season or 3rd season. Dak has been here 7 more seasons. Dak is, to me, how more seasoned. So that's why I said different stratosphere, because Jalen is just finding his rhythm at this point.
Right. Yeah. So I'm definitely taking Dak. Yeah, definitely taking Dak.
You're still taking Dak. Okay.
Yeah. I like what Jalen does, but I want me a quarterback that's gonna throw the ball.
Did you Corey?
Go ahead.
Did you hear what he said?
I heard it. Tell me what you're taking from there.
I've always said I like what he does. I said I like what he does.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
He's not the MVP. I said he's not the MVP.
No, you said that that he's not the main team. The offensive tackle is.
Right.
You and BB, y'all MVP of the team was
Lane Johnson. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't say he wasn't good. I just said he wasn't MVP.
I think your words was he's not that great, or you guys, I think you were telling us that we're misunderstanding his role on that team, because you could plug anybody in there and they can win,
with Lane Johnson there. Yeah.
and Minshew,
Yeah, Minshew didn't have Lane Johnson though. He only had Lane Johnson.
But that was when you were throwing this light shade, it wasn't about that. It was to not give the flower, because I think at the time we were trying to figure out if the MVP at that moment was Jalen Hurts.
Right. And I said, who did I say it was?
Whoever Lane Givens or what Lane Given or whatever the dude name is.
MVP of the league was who? Pat Mahomes.
You said Pat.
Yeah, that's why.
You said why, but okay, I get that.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, this is Cowboy time. We got you on the pedestal right now. So you guys got a bunch of guys that are gonna be free agents.
Yes.
Pollard is one. If you're gonna lose, I ain't saying you're gonna lose a lot, but
yes.
Do you see this team becoming, either, are you guys gonna be better, or you guys, some work to do, or is it rebuilding time, or where? Because
building time, but you have to, every year, man, it's a different. You bring back a different team every year, So you got to bring back some key pieces, and I feel very, confident in my front office on getting people back in place.
Do you bring Zeke back?
Possibly. You possibly do. Yeah, you possibly do.
You would bring Zeke back?
Possibly. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Pollard.
Pollard. Yeah.
Okay.
Pollard back.
I think is it Galladay? This is
he's set. So most of our offense is set. We have to look at our defensive side. So we got Donovan Wilson, we got Anthony Brown, we got Jonathan Hankins, we got Leighton Vander Esch.
Vander Esch is. I thought he's gonna be a free agent too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These are the people I'm naming as.
Okay.
So yeah, so we gotta cover Dalton Schultz. We may let him go.
Somebody gonna pay him.
Yeah. Dalton about to get paid.
Yeah, I think your kicker's this is his last year too. He gonna be a free agent, huh?
Yeah, he a free agent.
Yeah.
My guy Matt Thompson, man, welcome on, big homie. He said maybe replace Gallup. We can't replace Gallup. He just got paid, so we got him for 3 more years.
So check the guy. So check the game. So y'all can trade Dak after next year if need be.
If need be, right? If need be.
So you think that he's still your future? This is still your guy.
He's still a top 7 quarterback in the league. So yeah,
7.
You're not trading Dak Prescott for anybody out there. Because he wears that star on his helmet, people look at it different than they look at anybody else. I think everybody on this panel right here would take Dak Prescott on their team.
I can go for that. I take that.
Over who?
Who's your quarterback now?
No, I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
You got that other. So I'm gonna take Dak Prescott instead of Lamar
over your quarterback now.
Oh, you didn't say that. You say just take him.
No. I mean, but this applies to us, OG.
I know it applies to us, but I'm saying. So is he saying take him over the existing quarterback, or just take him in general, based on who else may be out? Maybe who else may be out there too?
Over your existing quarterback. So all right. So if let's say, give me your top 7 quarterbacks in the league.
Right now. Just off the top of my head, okay. So like we start with Mahomes. Then we'll go Burrow.
The 49ers will take him.
Yeah, I mean, I said without having to just pick 7, but if you say 7, that I'll take your word for going with 7. I mean, nevertheless, I think if I'm getting what you're saying is, as the Cowboys quarterback comes with a lot of stress on top of having to perform.
Oh yeah, it comes. Everything is scrutinized more with that star on your helmet.
So sure, put him on the Falcons here. He'll be a lot better, without the stress of Jerry Jones.
Nobody talking about Josh Allen.
No, but I know that. But I got one thing, G, that's kind of puzzling to me.
Talk to me, big boy.
On the Dallas Cowboy.
Hold on, I'm sorry, OG. Hold on, I'm sorry, OG. You saying he better than Allen?
I'm saying ain't nobody talking about how bad Josh Allen plays.
Oh, okay. But hold on, you can't use that because your guy been throwing interceptions like 8 games in a row.
Guess who was up there in interceptions too? But nobody want to talk about that.
Was it Allen?
But yeah, guess who also is 3-3 in the playoffs? Guess who had 2 interceptions this past weekend?
But Dak has thrown just as many interceptions in less games.
Right. No, but this ain't the first year that Josh Allen has. I mean, this ain't the first time Josh Allen has done this. This is the first time Dak has done this. Dak is normally pretty good in turnovers. This ain't the first time Josh Allen has done.
But that's a tough comparison one-on-one. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm just saying. It's the difference in having that star on your helmet that it is anywhere else. That's all.
And you know why? It's because of what we went through after y'all beat Tampa Bay. That's why it's so much difficult.
It's not. Let me tell you this right now. When you go to ESPN and all them, they ain't talking about the games that's playing this weekend. They talking about the Cowboys.
Josh Allen got his he got enough. He got something.
Who?
They were talking about Josh. They were talking about it. But Dak has been. But okay.
Wait a minute. No. If you're gonna say it, let's who you think talking about Josh Allen?
When it happened, they consistently talked about the Cowboys. Now, they've given more stressful talk about Cowboys. True, but I'm saying that they did talk about Allen's performance. Because at the same time, some of his players were upset that he was playing bully ball by himself, trying to make it happen by himself, and he was off a little bit. But like you said, Cowboys get a little bit more burn, get a little bit more shine because of who they are.
Tony B, what's up, big dog? He said Cowboys get more scrutiny, but they also get more undeserving praise. He said Dak is another Kirk Cousins and Phillip Rivers.
Damn.
Ooh.
Wow, ooh. Tony B. Damn.
Ooh. But what I was about to is on the Cowboys supposedly official site.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Oh.
They put Dak Prescott gave away the ball twice in the narrow loss to the 49ers. In a matchup the Cowboys had a chance to win. If they didn't again generate inflicted wounds. Why would you put that up?
Honestly, they are saying what Dak said. Those are Dak's words. That's what Dak said.
No, he said, but they said it first.
No, he said it right after the interview. Right in the.
I think that post came.
That came the day after. But
you still, why would you do your quarterback like that though? Why would the Cowboys do that? I mean, what? Okay, justify why they did that. Like the OG was saying, why would they do that?
That's their job. They're writers. They're writers for the organization. That's what they do.
If he already said it, why are you gonna come back and write it and put it on the internet for everybody to see? Because I didn't see that part. I didn't see that Dak said that. I don't watch y'all I didn't see that.
Hey, I mean, we're used to this, dog. That's what everything is out there for the public to see. That's why it's so much scrutiny for the Cowboys.
So let me ask you. Okay, so Stephen A. Smith said this here when that came up. Jerry Jones. I'm just saying, man. Jerry Jones approves everything that the Cowboy Nation puts up on that Twitter blog. You got to approve it before you decide to, even if you are repeating what they're saying, what Dak is saying, you're throwing this quarterback under the bus. Mm-hmm. Why would they do that if they're not probably thinking about shopping Dak, or this may be, because I ain't gonna lie to you, before they gave him that money, he had to jump hoops to get that bread, to get that 160, 164, whatever it was, and Jerry didn't necessarily want to do it at first. Mm-hmm. He wasn't his first choice. Nevertheless, I kind of feel like his arm was twisted to pay him the money that he gave him. I don't, he got to back him up, but sometimes I just feel like, he's not satisfied with the play of Dak Prescott.
I think he was very disappointed in Dak Prescott play, as he should have been. And Dak Prescott was very disappointed in his play as well, as he should have been. And he came out and he owned it. And that's what a leader does. He went out there, he fell on the sword. He said he played bad. My defense did everything they were supposed to do for us to win the game. I came out there and I played like trash. I can't do that. I can't, and I won't do that again. So that's what you want to do.
You're gonna do it again.
So he's not normally known for that, man. Hey, right, Tony B. He said Stephen A. Smith, level we already knew what JT was going to be.
Don't skip over Kanisha's comment, because Kanisha coming from the same place I'm coming from.
Cowboys get scrutiny because their fans make so much noise. Y'all want all the attention until it turns negative. And look, y'all think it's we make a lot of noise because there's a bunch of us. That's all.
No, but y'all bring that on y'allself though, G. Y'all bring that on yourself as fans though, man.
Huh? Hey man, hey Cowboy for life, baby. Hey, we them boys. We them boys.
No. But that's what I'm saying. Y'all put on so much through the regular season. When it comes, huh?
Dak is top 7. Also, ESPN talks Cowboys strictly because they are polarizing. They know that's where the numbers are. We're the biggest fan base, so they're gonna keep the Cowboys in their mouth because they know it's gonna get ratings.
But you see how the OG had to put you.
Go ahead, Corey. I'm sorry.
But you see how the OG had to put you on trial behind all that mess you put on all season, and this is what we come to at the end of every season, because through the season it's like, y'all blowing kisses and kissing babies, and and then when it comes to this, it's like you said, y'all destroyed and butthurt because of how the season ended.
Ain't that what the season is about though? Like, isn't that what the season is about?
Kinda, but I don't go through that. Leave my team. Get your stuff out of the locker room, and we'll see you next year.
Me and OG go through that.
Oh, does OG go through that?
OG said 13-4. OG go through that with me.
The 13-4, like that was boisterous. We all boisterous. Hey, come on.
OG pick his team to win every week.
Yeah, he do. I pick mine.
Yeah, but
he did a much better job when his season was over.
Yeah, you tried to add our season was over more than I did by saying it was vanilla defense, so-called offense, and I just tried to make an excuse for why we beat y'all. But anyway, what about what your big man said? Michael Parsons put on Twitter.
What did he say?
Tell me what he said, G.
So, one of the GM general manager for Buffalo came out and said that he's not willing to basically tank a season to have to get the number 1 pick, and then have to get these great players on a rookie deal. And Dak said, "Oh, that's interesting. That all the players in the playoffs right now are on rookie deals. So they have so they have enough money to go around for everybody."
Wait a minute. This is they were picking at each other?
No. This dude was talking. I guess it came up on Twitter. So he just commented on that video on Twitter.
Okay.
So now they saying they trying to say, "Oh, he talking about Dak." No.
Yeah, he basically saying y'all need to get a rookie quarterback and surround him with a lot of talent.
No, that's not what he said.
Beside Mahomes, every team in the Final Four QB is on a rookie deal and surrounded by talent. Interesting take.
Yeah, that is an interesting take.
Should we do that too and be for the NFC Championship?
Hey, that's y'all fishing, man. They fishing for something, dog. They fishing.
Hey, we don't have to fish. It's gonna be out there.
Hey, and he came out there and said, "I can't believe y'all trying to make this about Dak. Y'all will do anything for some clickbait, dog."
Now I will say this here. A lot of teams, and this is some of the stuff that I wish for. They'll bring in a rookie, and they'll be successful. A lot of times I do feel like, why can't the Falcons, find or strike gold, with a rookie? But I do realize this too. In order for a rookie to be successful, or in order for a rookie to perform on a higher level, you got to have some good talent around him, to make it happen. So I'm not taking anything from Purdy's play. He doesn't overplay, but he does well enough in that same system that Shanahan had when Tom was doing that same thing. All you do, if you do your job and make the right reads, you can be successful here. but they do have a lot of young, energetic players that can make good throws and make good plays happen to win. You know,
It's all it is, man. Is what a difference a year makes. Because last year around this time, you had Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. You had Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Stafford, and Jimmy Garoppolo. All of them making a ton of money. None of them was on rookie contract except for Joe Burrow. So it and who
Joe
won it
Burrow
last
finna get, huh?
Who won it last year? Somebody who's getting paid a lot of money with a lot of pieces around them still in the Los Angeles Rams. So it looks like that. It looks like it's good this year, but that's just because this is how the chips fell this year. Last year it was something different. The year before that it was something different.
Burrow about to get that bag though.
When Tom Brady won, yeah, he about to get that bag now. But it that
To win the
that
Super Bowl.
it just so happened it worked this year. That doesn't always work. So
So let me ask you a real quick question. Okay, so when the season starts next year, Rodgers will be 40. Tom Brady will be 46. 40 and 46 at the top of the game. I mean, are they coming back? I think Rodgers coming back, but do you see Brady coming back at 46?
Did you see his last comment when they asked?
I know he got pissed off. You know, they said he ain't had time to think about it and all that type of stuff. But
he was throwing out F-bombs, man.
Yeah, he was. People want to know. You know, I think it was a little hasty, but it was on his podcast. One of the podcasts that he's sharing was ain't it? You know,
I say this about both of them. You know, they shouldn't hold the teams hostage.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let the teams know what you're going to do. And stop holding them hostage so they'll know what direction they need to go as this draft come up and free agency come up. And
how long is enough time though, OG? Because it's been two weeks for both of them, right? You know, week 2 weeks
before the draft.
Before the draft, definitely. Yeah, you're right, G. Definitely before the draft. So I know what direction I need to go when this draft comes. I mean, don't hold me hostage.
Yeah.
I mean, then the draft comes, and then you say you gonna leave after the draft comes, and now here I am looking crazy.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna give Tom Brady a little bit of leeway because he's fresh off an ass whipping. You need longer than 2 weeks to tell me that you ain't coming back.
The draft not till April, right?
Right.
No. Yeah. That's right. Because if they there by June, if they there on June 1st, then they got to get a roster bonus and they got to pay. You know, I get officially that's when the season starts, right? June 1st. Because we got to have Mariota drop by June 1st too, so we don't pay that $12 million, roster bonus ourselves. If we drop him, we only owe him $2 million. If we keep him, then we got to pay him 12. So same way with Rodgers. I don't know how much they would have to guarantee him or owe him, and same way with Tom Brady. But they got to have him drop. So whatever, May, June. So I guess May 31st.
Hey, Mark. Hey, my guy Mark, man. Snack Panther said, "Man, it's the business. Hold the team accountable." Shoot, he said they'll do it to them. So might as well do it back to them. Look, they cut you at the last minute when you can't go nowhere. So
leave you with no options.
Yeah, no options.
That's true.
So hey, man.
So I think May 31st. But yep.
Hey, man, great show, fellas. Great show. OG, I appreciate you putting it on me, man. I don't appreciate it.
I thought I was pretty nice myself.
He took it light. Yeah, he did. Look, like my wife said, the trial of the century. Trial of the year.
Are we making our picks?
Yeah. Let's make our picks. And hey, my guy, ATL guy, very man. Trev said, "Hey, Snack." He said, "Were you the same guy who said Waller was better than Kittle and Kelsey?" Thank you, Kanisha. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you. I appreciate it, sis. All right, man. Let's do our picks. All right. Just for the record, man, Corey went a marvelous 3-1 last week. OG went 2-2. Me and the fan, which was Kamarie, went 1-3. He said, "Yep, that was him." And Rodney said, "This was fun. This was fun." All right. All right, fellas. Hey, Cincinnati, Kansas City, man. What y'all got?
I don't think he can do 4 in a row. I saw what Pat Mahomes was full practice today.
Yeah, he back, boy. He back. Hey, Rodney, go ahead and pick for him, big dog, for the listener.
I don't think they can give him 4 in a row. I think 3 strikes and you out. I'm going KC.
KC.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, man. It's gonna be a great game.
Man,
that's 2. Man, it's gonna be 2 in that AFC, boy. But I'm a
Who you got, Rodney?
I'm gonna go Cincinnati, man.
Going Cincinnati?
Yeah, I'm going there.
Rodney going KC.
Rodney going KC. Okay, I'm going KC as well, man. You the lone wolves. I'm going KC just so I don't have to hear Anthony Lane and
Lane.
Yeah, that boy talking all kind of trash. Man.
The only thing I'm hope, I ain't gonna say hope, but one of the guys, had, like we all do the same thing. We reading, how they say they're gonna check your chin. They're gonna check that ankle. Now he ain't gonna be. Remember last year we went through the same thing with him last year, and he had that. Well, I don't know if it was a knee problem, but he wasn't as explosive as he was. Trying to run, and all it take is one good hit.
That's it. You're right.
So I'm gonna go with.
He said it's gonna be a Kelsey and Kelsey Super Bowl, man.
Kelsey and Kelsey.
So Kelsey, the tight end, and then his brother.
The center.
Yeah, the center.
Yeah, that dude tough, boy.
The second best player on the team.
Here we go with that shade again. He
is good though. That's a tough hombre.
Hey, both quarterbacks have high ankle sprains. I didn't know Burrow had one too.
I didn't know either. I didn't know he got hurt.
Okay.
Man, I'm gonna say this here. Big ups to Eric Bieniemy, who told that dude, "Hey, if you don't go back to the back, you ain't going back in."
Yeah. He
That's an offensive
down and went on by this business back to that locker room.
That's an OC that you want, man. That's an OC that could be a good coach. When you tell that, hey man, if you don't go back to the back, you ain't going in.
Yeah, you tell your star that? Yeah.
That dude threw his coat like a little kid.
Yep.
All right. Let's go. Who you got, OG?
On which one?
On San Fran, Philly?
Oh, San Fran, Philly. I saw with today where McCaffrey and the other running back set out today.
Oh yeah, they just said that's just precautionary. Well, he got dinged up against us.
Yeah, because he didn't play that second half, did he? Or the third? I mean, or the fourth quarter.
He played. He was just coming in and out.
I like my boy Debo, my homeboy Debo, but I think I'm about to go. Had to go with Philly at home. I think Purdy going on the road in that atmosphere in Philly
gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be real tough, and Philadelphia don't have no slouch defense either. So
no. I think they 1-2 in defense, man. So
yeah, man. Listen, I watched the Jordan Davis and Ndamukong Suh, man. Oh boy, that golly, man, that's. Boys, they were hurting guys. They were fighting. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. And I know Cowboys. They like I said, they would have. I'm not saying they would have been a better matchup. They got some big guys too. I would have wanted to see both happen. That's why I chose them. But at the same time, I think the teams that are supposed to be there are supposed to be there. So I'm gonna go with Philly myself.
All right. Look, I'm lone wolfing it, man. I'm going with San Fran.
Okay.
San Fran has a problem with rushing quarterbacks.
Yeah. No, you're right about that.
That's what happened with them with Mahomes. When you said it scored 40 points on them.
Yeah. And all their losses against Mariota, against Justin Fields,
running quarterbacks.
And it was one more.
Did they lose this? Well, no, which kind of really run?
Russell Wilson. Wilson. Yeah. So yeah, and that's what kind of upset me about Dak. He didn't run in that game. I thought he was gonna run.
Yeah, he had a bunch of time where he could have took off.
Yeah.
You know, I had some other points I was going to talk about between them two, but I left it out. I saved you on that.
I left that out of my paper.
About valuing the football, making plays, distributing touches, handling the defense, and I could bring all that up, but I see I've done enough now.
Look, I'm gonna do this before we leave too. I'm gonna give you your I think it's the right tackle. Man, they kept switching up your right and left tackle. Big ups because they had a time with Bosa. He kept coming, but they were. Yeah, I think y'all got a rookie on that offensive line, don't it? I mean, or
on the left side.
Yeah, he did a good job.
He did a hell of a job. Hey, Bosa came over there to Tyron Smith. He's like, okay, I'm not playing with him no more.
I'm going back over to the rookie.
I'm going to the rookie.
Hey, one last thing though.
Yeah.
Why in the world did y'all do your boy Zeke like that on the last play, man?
Oh man, they trying to get my boy killed down there.
Why they do that?
You can tell in practice they'll never touch him because he's like, look, they say, all right, man, you gonna hike it back. I'm being shotgun. He looked and said, okay, I got you. And he hiked it, and he just stood there.
Yeah, he's not finna do that. That's not my job.
He was like, am I supposed to block? Dude just ran over him.
Yeah, I know, man.
I don't know why they did my dog like that. And that's why we got to bring him back. We can't let that be his last vision
as a Cowboy.
All right, I'm done now.
All right. Hey, man, my dog Snack Panther, James Littlejohn, Rodney Littlejohn, ATL Guy Very, man. We appreciate you, my God. He's the one that does all of our clips on social media, man. Kanisha Davis, my guy Pete Ruiz. Hey, Tony B, man, appreciate you jumping on here, my dog. My dog Matt Thompson. Make sure y'all check him out, man. He's still selling them doggone great candles, man. Hey, Tribe 6 candles. Make sure y'all check him out. My guy Lamar Fields, man. Good luck to y'all Sunday. BB, my guy, our sponsor, Mr. Alvin Jameson.
Yeah, he peeked in there for a second too.
Yeah, he peeked in there. Hey man, this live was jumping today, man. It's jumping today. I appreciate everybody out there. My dog Kamarie White. Make sure y'all check out the His and Hers podcast. My homeboy Pete Ruiz over on TikTok, man. Check him out on TikTok. It's called Pro Cowboys on TikTok. Check him out. Make sure y'all give him a follow.
No way.
I need to go check.
My dog Kirk Jackson. Hey, I tried to get my guy Kirk on, man. He went to Bethune Cookman. I wanted to get some insight from him. He said he don't really know anybody up there anymore, so he'll get back to the community.
Hey, before we leave to Richard Walker and Bobby Bryant, they wanted to send their condolences out to you. I was like, man, I'm not gonna do that. They said they wanted to check on you. I said I'll tell them that y'all asked about it.
Tell them I appreciate it.
I did forget one thing. The Walgreens or CVS and where your Cowboy, they got Kleenex buy one get one free. The ones with the aloe vera.
Oh Lord, this boy still throwing shade at the last second.
Lord. Hey, my guy Deontay Jones, man. Appreciate you jumping on, big homie. Corey Steele, my dog, sending me all the memes and hate. I love you, my dog. I appreciate it. BB. Hey, this was live. I like this, man. Y'all gotta be
$2 for $1, right? Buy one get one free. The Bogo? Okay, my bad.
My beautiful wife, Crystal Wright. I love you, man. Hey, remember, y'all, keep your head on the swivel. Keep God first.
Adaptive life.
Oh,
adaptive life. Hey, we are still doing a great thing. We have a tournament coming up, a charity golf tournament. The Crew and You is partnering up with Adaptive Life Foundation for a great event, a charity golf tournament. And on April 10th, 2023, bring your foursome. If you want to be a sponsor, you want to sponsor a hole, It's only $300. It'd be great, man. A great cause. Come join us, man. Play some golf with us. Laugh, play around, get some videos, and just enjoy each other, man. So we love y'all. Like I said, man, keep your head on swivel. Keep God first. We'll see y'all on Sunday, baby. 8 o'clock. All right, we out.
Peace.
Later.
We gonna come bully you, Pete. Cause they say right.